Hello and welcome back to another video. This will be my October reflections, November intentions video. These videos are quickly becoming a favorite for me. I love this series. I love planning for what I want the next 4 weeks to look like, and I love to spend time reflecting on the things that I was able to accomplish, things that I'm moving onto for the next month. And let's just jump right in. I've got my planner. So let's just really quickly go over what I had set out to do in October and whether or not I was able to accomplish it. So the first thing I had on my list was to walk an average of 8,000 to 10,000 steps 4 to 5 days out of the week. I'm so happy to say that I was able to accomplish that, and with intention. So if I was coming up short towards the end of the day, I would make sure to go on walks in my neighborhood, or maybe I'd walk, from work to the coffee shop to pick up a treat for myself, or just to walk the campus of where I work. I also had intended to enroll in a botany course last month. I did not do that, and I will be moving that over to November. Add a pre-stretch routine to night and morning routines. I did not do that either, and I'm not sure why. I have been keeping to my exercise routine. I do it in the morning, and if I have extra energy, I might do a quick 15-minute exercise before bed. I have been keeping to that, but the stretching I have not been doing, and I think I'm gonna move that over. Lean into plant care. Yes, October was all about caring for my home, setting up a cleaning schedule, plant care schedule. Now that I have 2 cats and a dog, you won't believe the hair and just the hair. So I really have to be very intentional about the times that I sweep, vacuum, and then those weekends where I do more deep cleanings. Meal prepping. I have done it every single weekend this month. The first time it did feel like it was a lot, and now I'm starting to ease into it, and maybe I'll make something in the morning, one of the meals in the morning, and then I'll make another meal in the afternoon. It doesn't all have to be at the same time. I can take breaks in between, and then at the end of the day, I have lunch and dinner for pretty much the rest of the week. The final thing that I had was to review 2022 finances for my low buy year. I didn't do that. I didn't get to that. It was a busy October, and I think because I still have 2 months until 2023, I knew that I wasn't actually going to get that done in October, but I'm going to move that over to my November goals, so we'll see what happens. Work goals, I was able to accomplish a lot in October. October was the first month that I was in the office every day without interruption. And the reason I say that is because I started in late June. In July, I had 2 weeks of training for myself, orientation, etc. Then I came down with the Rona, so I was out for a week. And then the following month, I had a 2-week vacation. In September, I was away at a training for a week. So October is the first month that I was able to just be in my office, be in the trainings, really understand what we're doing, what we're currently doing, and ways that we can improve it. So that has been really fantastic. And I set a lot of very specific goals for October, and many of them I've been able to accomplish. One was develop and pilot a new format for orientation in October. I did do that, but I haven't had the time to reflect and see where I can improve it because it's kind of been an intense month, but I was able to accomplish that, and that was a big one. Some of the others I'm moving over into November because they are longer term goals, but I don't want them to fall off of my list. And then spiritual goals. So more moments of doing nothing. I am definitely getting so much better at allowing myself to rest when I need to. So set daily intentions. I would say I do more affirmations every morning that allow me to set the tone for the day, and that's worked out really well. So why don't we just jump into what my November goals are? So one thing that I've noticed is my moods. I'm starting to see a pattern in my moods, and so I've been trying to document if I'm having a really bad day. I'll jot that down in my journal. And what I noticed this past month is that one day this week, I was really feeling very anxious. I felt like I had felt this way at the same time the month before, and I checked my journal, and sure enough, almost to the day, I had the same exact feelings of anxiety. What I'm noticing is that when I'm leading, like my cycle, it has to do with my cycle. So I'm learning to capture my feelings so that I become more aware of these shifts, and I'm able to console myself and just to recognize that this is just a feeling due to my hormonal, imbalance at the moment because my body is preparing for my period. So that has been really amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to download like a mood tracker so that I can do that for every day in November, and then I have that data going into December. I'm also throwing on my 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day because why not? As I said, I'm throwing on my finance review for my low buy year, botany course, and this is something new. I want to journal every day in November. That's something I've gotten better at, but I noticed that there'll be like 3 or 4 days between entries, and I just want to be more intentional. So I'm setting a challenge for myself. So my work goals, a lot of the things that I had in October are moving over into November because, like I said, they are a long-term project. So one of the things I want to do is envision my goals for the next 6 to 9 months. And I think we're going to have a little bit of downtime over the next few weeks. So I'll be able to actually accomplish that and really dream up what I want to do for this time. The rest are not really exciting. So I will say that I'm trying to become CPR certified so that I can train that to the staff at my organization. And then I guess for my spiritual goals, I'm adding my set daily intentions because that's a practice that I want to continue. And lastly, just to practice kindness every day. And now I want to talk about 2 books that I read in October, which were really, really good. First one is called You Should Talk to Someone, and it's written by Lisa Gottlieb, and I will add an image here or here, I don't know. It's nonfiction, and so Lisa is a therapist who writes about a time in her life where she needed to see a therapist, and she shares stories about her patients and some of the tools and some of the things that happens in therapy, which was enlightening for me because, as you know, I am in therapy. So it was equal parts enlightening, but also it made me kind of self-conscious a little bit because she shared things that patients do in treatment that I was reflecting like, do I do that? So proceed with caution. If you are also seeing a therapist, reading what a therapist thinks about their patients and the process can be a little triggering. But overall, aside from my overactive brain, I really enjoyed this book. The second book I read was Greenland, and it's by a new author, David Santos Donaldson. It's fiction. So he is also this writer. What intrigued me about the book is not only that the cover art is stunning, but also when I read a little bit about the author, just his life and the different jobs that he had before he assumed this authorship. So he started out in theater and writer and director, and then he decided to go to school and become a therapist, and now he is an author. And the book is really incredible. It is about being a Black gay man who really has no home. He is originally from the Bahamas, but his family raised him in the UK, and then he moved to New York to pursue his education at Columbia. He met an older white man who was also a therapist, and the difference in age was about, I want to say, almost 25-year difference, and just how he struggled with his own possibility and how he struggled with racism and being gay and being othered, and it was really intense. It was really intense, but I really enjoyed it. And I highly recommend that you add it to your reading list because the days are getting very cozy. It's getting darker earlier, and it's the perfect time to curl up with some good books. So those are my October reads. I think I'm going to start to make this part of this reset series. So when I have read a book, I'm going to come on here and let you know what I thought of them. And maybe if you're interested, you will add it to your list. All right, I am going to end it here. This was a lot of fun. I hope that you are also thinking about what you want the rest of this year to look like. What are some things that you want to get done? What are some goals you want to set for yourself? And then how are you going to get those done? I hope videos like this help to inspire you, but also to recognize that a lot of the things I set out to do, I didn't actually accomplish, but they are in my mind. Like, they're at the forefront of my mind, and I know that I will eventually accomplish them. So I hope you like this video, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.